Okay, someone clap.
Alright.
One person.
Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you. That was fun.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Alright. So we're ready to start whenever?
Please edit
Ready
that.
to start whenever.
Okay.
You're ready to start whenever. That's been recording since I said cut.
Ah, okay.
I just
Who are you?
We can all cut that out though. Hello everybody and welcome to a very special episode of the Save File podcast. Joining me in the flesh today is Charbel,
What's up?
Master Gamer of the Universe Amp,
Hey, what up?
and just some white guy.
Jack.
No, you know what's funny is I fucking looked over there instead of looking at the
And also joining us today is our tech guy Clinton. Do you want to say something?
Hello.
I heard that picked up on the mic.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
there he is. Today we got to talk about many cool things, such as Fallout 76, the new Pokemon game's out on Switch, and just some personal stuff today.
Yeah.
So, do you boys want to start off with some Fallout 76 stuff?
Alright.
Oh boy.
This could be a long one.
More like Fallout 46.
Okay, out of the four of us, I was probably the most hyped about it,
Yeah.
and I'm so disappointed with the way it turned out. I cancelled my pre-order. It came out on, I think, a Friday. I cancelled my pre-order on the Wednesday because I had just heard everything that everyone with like an early release was talking about.
Yeah, the beta that was a week before the game came out.
Yeah.
Usually during a beta, you want to kind of test something.
Look, here's the thing. I forgave it when people were saying, "Oh, it runs badly on the PS4," which is what I was getting it on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like, no offense, but Skyrim and Fallout 4 didn't run perfectly on PlayStations anyway. I expected there to be some performance issues.
Bethesda game.
But then I started hearing it's lacking in
Content.
I guess deep content. And the fact that it's a
Yeah.
Fallout game with little to no NPC interaction.
No, there's no NPCs. There are no NPCs in
There
the
are
game.
none, yeah.
That is a problem. That is not Fallout.
I get, because I almost understand. Like, I watched the press conference again, and I understand what they were going for. The whole, like, you're just a band of wastelanders in this completely untouched area, but that's not very interesting. Unless you're really building the mechanics around, like, discovering, mapping out things, doing, like, clearing it out, making settlements and that, the settlement mechanic would have been really fucking cool in an MMO.
I honestly feel like if someone that was to tell me to pitch an idea of Fallout with online ideas, I would just say
Fallout 4 with online.
Give it
I would say
online.
make a co-op Fallout. I think that would be awesome. Or make a Fallout where the story actually is tied into working with people.
Yeah.
Like, for example, remember the tunnel snakes? Anyone?
Yeah.
Like if
Tunnel Snake for life.
if there was
The
like
beginning of
some-
Fallout 3.
Yeah, but if there was
Okay, I
a
haven't played
hold on. But if there was a Fallout game where it was like you and a band of wastelanders have started a raider gang, and
Oh,
tell
that
me
would be
how
actually
much
really sick.
tell me how much better that sounds than you've popped out of the vault.
Dude, there's so many more interesting premises that they could have just done for 76. Why not? You're a group of researchers, scientists, and settlers coming to clear out West Virginia for new settlements. And as you play the game in your 24 group thing,
Yeah.
like you can build settlements and NPCs would come in and fill them.
That
And
would
then
be pretty good.
they can give you quests, and then like that would actually fuel content, and you would actually feel like you're doing something tangible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because from what I've seen, there's almost nothing to do in the game. Like there are events, sort of.
I mean, the
I-
stuff that's
I-
there is really the bare minimum of what you'd expect. I guess.
When it was announced, I sort of had the thing of, so what are we actually going to be doing in it? Like, how's this going to work? And we didn't get those answers for a little while. And they couldn't really explain what you were doing. And as we've come to find out, the story is not very engaging.
Story. The final.
Interact with
Yeah.
inanimate objects or
Yeah,
voice
spoilers for an
recorders.
MMO with no fucking story. The final boss fight is just Alduin reskinned.
Yeah, I heard that. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's disappointing.
The only thing that could save Fallout 76 is you remember the Pip-Boy games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine like you put one in and it's like Skyrim. Just to get a new place Skyrim on.
Oh, Todd Howard, you did it again.
Do it again, Todd.
No, but I was so hyped for it. I remember when we did the podcast, I said something along the lines of Bethesda had the best E3 conference.
And that was everyone's consensus mostly.
yeah, I mean, the The only other conference that I saw people give a lot of positive reception to was Microsoft's one, because it had so much variety in what they showed. But I can't defend Fallout.
Didn't
76.
Microsoft's one, like, pardon me if I'm wrong, didn't it just show like a bunch of games that weren't exclusives that they just happened to be on the console?
Ooh, yeah,
Pretty
but
much.
people
Yeah.
still liked what was showed.
Oh yeah, because it was like KH3, Unraveled, a bunch of
Yeah,
like sports
I
games.
felt so bad for Unravel 2 because it didn't get the sort of build up and hype it deserved. They just showed the trailer and they were like, available now. Everyone's sort of just like,
Oh.
eh,
Yeah, maybe build that up a bit,
Yeah, I
market
did.
it a bit better than that.
yeah.
Doesn't deserve that.
There are some things that can drop and just immediately generate hype. I don't think Unravel does that.
No, that's definitely something you need a bit more build to.
Yeah.
The first
No.
game had that same problem, didn't it?
When,
When? What do you mean?
Like when it was first announced.
what, Fallout 76?
No, Unravel 1.
Oh. What do you mean Bethesda had that same problem?
No, I said didn't Unravel 1 have the same problem?
No, Unraveled 1 had a kind of a different problem where it wasn't really marketed at all much. Like,
Oh.
it just
Yeah.
kind of came out.
No, it was shown at E3.
Yeah, it was shown at E3, but like,
It was shown, but that was
No one was really excited for
most
it.
of it.
yeah, that was just it. Like, It
Yeah.
didn't really have any marketing or build up behind it. It was showcased, but that was
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Like, Unravel 2 has has the advantage of being a sequel. Like, we don't talk about that often, but there isn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing Clinton crawl under the camera over
yeah,
there.
Clinton's trying to stay
Yeah,
out of the way.
trying to
of the
stay
camera
out of the
and
way.
make as little noise as
Is-
possible.
I could not laugh.
Oh.
They brought it up.
Yeah, like, no, just look at no, I can't, don't do it. What was I even
Oh.
gonna say? Yeah, the advantages of sequels are you have the advantage of everyone that's played the previous game is gonna have at least some foreknowledge of what they're getting into.
But it's a double-edged sword when you talk about a sequel, because there are some people. I'm personally not like this. For me, it depends on the series, but there are some people who will not jump in unless they're jumping into the first game of the series.
No, I definitely get that. I definitely get the fact that if you're a sequel, you have to understand that you're not going to be able to draw in much of a new audience.
Yeah.
Mm.
God of War might be the exception to that.
God of War probably did because everyone just heard about the fantastic reviews. Of
Yeah,
it.
it's just
And
like
they're
it's
like,
just
fine.
I mean,
I'll pick it up. I picked it up for the same thing. I haven't played any of God of War games.
yeah.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. At the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, a good game will sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some cases where games have gone on to be, I won't say unsuccessful, but they haven't garnered the numbers they should have had in sales and things like that.
That happened a long time ago as well.
Yeah.
There are a lot of games that we would consider pretty fucking good right now,
Yeah.
but that didn't sell well. For instance, you guys heard of Earthbound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course. You know that really didn't do very well.
You know what
Yeah.
game I was thinking of? Okami.
Yeah,
on its
Okami didn't
original
do
release
well.
did not do well.
No, it did not
Right.
do well at all.
Which
But it's become cult. Like, it's just people love it.
Okami's just I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about Okami. Now that I think about it.
Pretentious fucking dog.
Who says that?
But like back to Earthbound, there was a problem with that. They were saying that the whole marketing behind it was like the game stinks or some shit like that.
Yeah, no.
And that really
Reviewers that got Earthbound did not like it much at all, which was strange because it's become one of those games that's synonymous with like just extreme influence. Like so many games now are influenced by it. When it came out, like no one really liked it very much.
Alright,
I was going to say I have a question.
here we go.
Favourite sequel of the game?
Favorite sequel? Alright, that's actually quite interesting.
I actually got mine.
My brain instantly went to Red Dead 2, honestly. Like that's
God damn it.
that's where it
To
went.
be honest, Red Dead 2 done something extremely special, which is it made the first one better retro.
Yeah, I was talking to you about that.
yeah.
Yeah, retrospectively.
Retro,
It's-
yeah. It's like when you play Red Dead 2, when you look back, Red Dead 1 actually improves.
Yeah, it becomes more meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Red Dead's not the only sequel that's done that, I should say.
No, it's not the only sequel that's done
And I
that. but
don't
think
mean
it's
just
one of
in
the
story
cleanest.
either. I mean holistically
Yeah,
as a game.
holistically as a game.
Which you can say with Red Dead.
I'm still going to
just pointing
say
it out.
Red Dead 2 is one of my favorites, simply because what a great sequel. What a game you can play without playing the first one. And it will actually probably improve your experience of the first one.
It's up there for me.
Yeah.
But there are a few others that come to mind. One is, and this might surprise you guys a bit, Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 to me was, they knew exactly what they were making with that. They saw obviously GTA 4 went into a much grittier, darker story with Nico and his past and things like that. Saints Row 2, I remember the first mission you get when you start taking down the games. The first one I did was I robbed a casino run by the Japanese Yakuza. That was just fun. That is, as much as I hate describing games like that, because fun has a different meaning to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just pure fun, and I was grinning from ear to ear. But
And unfortunately, I think I got you trumped here. Mother 3,
Oh.
because that's a sequel.
So what's yours?
Mine? Well, I know I'm probably gonna say Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
I'd say Kingdom
I
Hearts
was
2.
hoping you would.
you didn't say what I think you'd say.
But
I thought he was going to say
outside of that, I'm just gonna straight up say it's gonna be weird.
I'm hoping he says what I think he's gonna say.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Nier
go
Automata.
on.
I played
Oh,
that
right.
one.
Nier is technically a sequel.
I
Yeah,
played
Automata's
I played the first Nier after I played
Yeah, you played
Automata.
after.
Yeah, but honestly, after I played Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out, I'll have to go with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
actually-
That's really interesting. Because a
Actually,
lot of people didn't like it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. A
I
lot of
didn't,
people.
I didn't even know it was freaking different.
Oh, yeah, no, they made it quite different.
I just remembered
Right.
I'm a complete idiot. There is one other sequel that I remember had a massive impact on me when I first played it. Uncharted 2.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, games tend to get sequels, though. Like,
Hmm.
we're not like movies, where sequels tend to decline in quality.
Except
We're
for a
pretty good
few.
at keeping momentum with them.
Well, probably one of my favourites for me is Infamous 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
that. Yeah, I can
The
see.
story's still great. They improved mechanics and made it actually a better world. And I think they actually had a bit more idea of, okay, we've got all these cool little ideas we can chuck in. And
One game I actually want to draw a lot of attention to that, I don't know if you call it a sequel because it's the 5th one in its series technically.
It's still a sequel to it.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yes,
went in a
yes.
very different direction with that goddamn game.
It's actually kind of hard to talk about sequels in games. 'Cause
It is,
There's
there's-
so many series.
But
with
there's
like,
so many good ones that have done so many different things
Yeah.
well.
No, I like, because I'm going to be the weeb here. I know it's
Here
weird
we
to say
go.
that. Deltarune.
I haven't played it.
Deltarune's
I've
fucking
heard
great.
it. I know what goes on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
it's
almost
great.
suggest Ratchet and Clank 2 then.
I was
I
more of a
think
Ratchet
that-
Clank
I
3
think
guy.
We could sit here and name every fucking game.
Yeah.
It
I
just
mean, yeah,
doesn't have one.
look.
We can name every Final
To
Fantasy
me-
after Final Fantasy
to
1 if
me-
we wanted to, but
I think A Crack in Time is the best Ratchet game.
I think it's the
That
original
is
reboots.
that is not the popular opinion, but that's my opinion.
I think the
it-
best Ratchet and Clank is
Is the most
cancelled
popular
one.
Into the
Oh.
Nexus?
No.
Huh?
No.
What'd
Is
you
it
say?
Into the Nexus or...
Into the Nexus was the one after A Crack in Time.
What's
It's
up your
between
arsenal?
3 and
No.
and
A
Crack
A Crack in Time was between Tools of Destruction and Into the Nexus.
No, I'm saying like of what would most people actually say is the favourite.
The general consensus I've seen is people love Ratchet 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
That's
imagine.
my one.
I mean, look, I do love Up Your Arsenal. I've played it probably more times than I can count. But I think A Crack in Time is better.
Okay.
Speaking of like good sequels, what we're playing right now, or what was playing, Smash 4.
Smash 4. People don't like Smash 4.
It's really balanced though.
People really don't like Smash 4.
But I can't wait for the Smash 4 port that comes
Clinton's
out in 2 weeks.
shaking his head.
He's lying, isn't he? He's lying.
Huh?
Are you lying? Is he telling the truth?
No, I'm telling the truth. People don't like Smash 4.
Clinton's saying he's right. People don't
Well,
like
which is the
Smash
one? Which is like the holy grail of Smash? I can't remember. Is it
Melee.
Brawl? Yeah, that was good. Brawl
Bro,
or
people
Melee.
really
Hopefully the
fucking
new
don't like
one.
Brawl.
Yeah.
Ultimate,
Fingers crossed.
Ultimate's looking pretty good. I don't... Look, Smash 4
You play a
had the
plan.
problem of like...
They've got me.
Yeah.
You play a plan.
You put Pop Plan in there, you've got Jack. You put Castlevania characters in there, I'm gonna come. Fire Emblem, and Charbel will just turn up because we all came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wants to fight a game on the Switch.
No, to be honest, I just want another reason to play my Switch again.
There's plenty of fighting games on the Switch.
There's plenty of good reasons to play the Switch.
Yeah, there is actually.
Oh yeah. Agreeable.
Odyssey.
Breath of
So-
the Wild.
Oh,
Is
for a second I
Home-
thought you meant Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, if Homer comes fucking back from the dead, he's gonna be pissed off. Oh god.
Little
Speaking of Assassin's Creed, I finally get to talk about my opinions of the new game.
Ooh.
I don't like the RPG. Yeah, Jack's gonna get on my ass about this, but I
Okay,
don't.
off you go.
And just keep our mouths shut for this portion, I guess.
Yeah, I'm getting comfortable. So I played Smash.
If only we had popcorn, man.
I know. I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I haven't played very much of it, but I've gotten enough in that I feel like I can form an opinion. I don't really like the new mechanics. No, I didn't play Syndicate and I didn't play Origins, so this
Okay.
is jumping in straight in from 3 to
Jeez.
Odyssey.
That's
Big fucking leap.
Yeah, I can see why you've been lost.
Yeah, so like, dude, I started up the game. I was like, alright, I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed, and I bought it because I was like, I want an Assassin's Creed game. I want to have that classic feeling, you know. And
Oh.
The new one looks like the most finely tuned thing I've seen. It looks beautiful. It's a really interesting story. I want to play it. And I stabbed someone as Leonidas, and a number came up. I was like, hold on.
You were
That's
not
new.
aware.
No, that
It
really
has
took me.
become an RPG.
Yeah, no, that's why it took me so off guard. Because, like, I stabbed someone with a spear, and it took, like, a little bit of health off them, and they continued to fight me. It's like, hold on. I
Lovely, that
fucking
would kill
impaled you. Lie down.
Oh.
Get on the ground.
I remember the first time in Origins where an assassination didn't actually kill the enemy. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, really? Is the
But see, I think Origins didn't have it as bad. Well, what they did in Odyssey, it really, they ramped that up, and it's like, no, if you want to kill this person, you have to invest in the assassinate tree, and you have to do it.
Hang on.
Okay, well, that's all I'm doing then.
Because I can assassinate most people. very
No, it
quickly.
just annoys me, like, I can assassinate someone, and they'll live through it, and I'm like, ah, shit, my entire plan.
I'm just grinning because I know what I'm about to say is gonna piss off.
I was kind of banking on the fact that me stabbing you in the heart would kill you.
Actually, the assassinations are a bit weird, because they often stab them in the ass.
Yeah, no, how the animations work.
I don't know why they animated it like that, but most of it is stabbing people in the butt.
Yeah, it's very funny. But like the old games, like you stab them like in the back and they die. You're like, yeah, I'm an assassin. I'm hiding this body.
Yeah.
But the game feel is completely different now. Like,
It is. It's an RPG now,
Yeah, it's an RPG now.
which I personally have no issues with.
I know. Look, I can think Amph can attest to this. I'm the last person you would think would complain about anything being turned into an RPG.
Yeah, I can agree.
I think
yeah.
it just caught me off guard.
I think that's my thing, because I went in with the perception of it's an
Yeah,
RPG,
like-
because I'd played Origins. I played all the games.
See,
haven't
I only
finished
saw the
every
beginning
game,
of
played
Origins
all-
before, like, because my girlfriend got Origins, so I only watched like the really beginning cutscenes and that, and I had to go.
Okay.
So I had no idea. So I thought it was just another Assassin's Creed game.
Right.
Everyone was giving it great reviews, and I didn't hear anything about RPG mechanics being put in. And then I jumped into Odyssey, like, yeah, come on, I wanna find Socrates, and and then like fucking numbers come up, and I'm like boss battling like The Witcher, and I don't have a problem with that. The only problem is it's not the game I wanted to play.
Yeah. I think if you want to play an Assassin game, though, you should get Hitman.
Yeah, it just yeah.
And,
Sure.
and then I actually tweeted about that. I'm like, look, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to upset a few people because it's not strictly an assassin game, but that's because you have to understand that it's not, the assassin part isn't killing people with one hit. It's about the order of the assassins.
Yeah, which I can understand now. I understand that. I've gotten more into it. I like the game. I think it's just
When you get to later on, you are definitely required to go assassinate people if you were to finish the game properly.
Yeah.
And it really is about hunting them down, and it feels really fun doing
It is-
that part of it.
probably my favorite setting of an Assassin's Creed game that I've
Oh, yeah.
played. Because
Did you play Brotherhood?
I did play Brotherhood.
Okay, because I love Rome.
Brotherhood was my favorite, but I've got to admit, Hellenistic Greece is just because I'm a history buff. Like,
Yeah.
it's just really fun to play through.
It would have been good as like.
I'm
its
glad
own-
that they've dropped the pretenses of being historically accurate. Just let me.
Oh
fuck
yeah,
it.
mythical creatures.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Here's the Hydra. Just.
Okay.
They don't have that, but
I know
I'm
they
really
don't.
hoping they drop the Hydra. I could easily see that being a DLC boss.
Oh yeah.
We've gone over 5 minutes without me saying something controversial and or stupid, so I'm going to say that.
All right.
Here
No,
we
because
go.
this is going to piss Jack off.
Okay, I want to sit back.
Assassin's Creed 4
Yep.
has to be one of the most overrated games.
No.
No.
No. I consider it overrated.
As an
It's-
Assassin's Creed game, maybe.
It's a terrible Assassin's Creed one.
Yeah.
It's a
As a
decent
game itself, it's fantastic.
It's a decent game. I don't think it's as good as everyone says it is. And let me explain why. They did get a few things right. The characters, and especially the character development of Edward himself,
Naval combat
was great.
Naval combat.
Naval combat was great.
is still better in that than it is in Odyssey, and I will
Yeah.
fight people about
It's all great, but here's where it starts to throw me off. A lot of the same missions, quote unquote, fucking tailing missions. Seriously, that felt like that was their go-to. There were parts of the story where
the whole ship stealth thing, where you gotta follow
Ship
things.
stealth?
Ship stealth did
was
not make
bullshit.
sense.
That was
Ship
them-
stealth was a little bit
I
like.
feel
come
like
on,
that's
really.
like the whole RPG thing was when they finally stopped. Went, look, if we're gonna just have fun with this and make them good games, we need to stop like holding ourselves back by trying to make it Assassin's Creed, and instead
Yeah.
make it something cool. Like, now it's not like Assassin's Creed where you play as an assassin. Now it's more just like, here's the story of the assassins.
Okay, now here's where I'm going to be out of character, especially according to you and Clinton, because you guys know me. Assassin's Creed 3 did something extremely important, a lot better than 4.
It was set in America.
Jack's, hold up.
Is this why
The
you're so
freedom-
excited for the remaster?
The freedom you had with the tools that you had was great. You could use swords, you could use your hatchet, you could use rope darts, you could use whatever you wanted. You had your guns with you, you had
Alright, rope darts were one of the best innovations they ever had.
That was
because
pretty cool.
killing people
I
with
love
that is awesome.
So great.
And you feel like bad.
in blades. You could take heavy weapons in with you and things like that. Assassin's Creed 4 said, you can dual wield swords what more do you want, and that's it.
Yeah, because they, I guess,
I understand.
That's where they sort of went historically accurate. But they also gave me pistol gun.
yeah,
That's my point. You got pistol swords, like
Pistol swords, sorry. Pistol guns is a...
they're not pistol swords. They're not practical, but they exist.
but it's a thing of like
They're
you
French.
took away so much freedom in what I had to do. I'm either going to be stabbing this person with my hidden
I think that's
blade,
because they wanted the focus to be naval combat in that game. And
But was
But
that,
also they had really cool killing animations.
the killing animations look cool in every Assassin's Creed.
Fair. Except maybe Odyssey. I don't
yeah.
like stabbing people with the butt. Doesn't make sense. I mean, look, it might kill them if you stab hard enough.
Those Greeks were
If you stab hard enough.
You might want to die if that happens to you, but you probably won't.
To be fair, that's just sometimes how I feel after eating spicy
One thing
food.
does
It's
make
just
me
like a
kind of
sword
upset
stroke.
about Assassin's Creed Origins. They said it was set in ancient Egypt, but it's not ancient Egypt because like Cleopatra and Caesar are
Yeah,
there.
it's not ancient.
Yeah. Then why would you say it's ancient Egypt?
I don't
It's just
remember.
a
I don't
lie.
remember being
They,
called ancient Egypt.
when they announced and they went the Assassin's Creed, the first one in the timeline said back in ancient Egypt. And I was like,
Okay.
ooh, I wonder if Moses will turn up. Like, ooh, where are we going with this?
No, you know what I loved though in Assassin's Creed Origins, exploring the different pyramids
Yes.
and the way they did that. That was
Oh
phenomenal.
wow, that must have been cool.
That was fucking
That was fun.
great. I would. I've actually been.
I think
thinking
most
about
people have
playing
played that and they've climbed to the top of it, or remember climbing to the top of Mount Pyramid of Giza.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool. That'd be really cool.
Giza itself is just one of the most interesting locations they had.
Yeah, but even just climbing the top of that pyramid and then being able to...
I reckon if they were to remake the first game from the ground up, like let's
People have asked for that, but I don't know if people would want that.
I don't know if people would really like it. 'cause
Hold on,
it
but
would
we're,
change so
we're
much.
talking about a full remake, not just the remaster.
Yes. Oh, you with us, Glenn? Oh, great. No, I'm talking about like a full fuck the first game, fuck the source material. We'll keep the character, and we'll keep the setting, and we'll just make it from the ground up with the quality of a modern Assassin's Creed game.
Interesting.
I'd be happy with that.
I
Yeah.
would find that more profoundly
I was
interesting.
almost surprised they didn't announce that for 10 years.
Yeah, that would have been cool because I would really like the story of Altair retold with like the modern storytelling that
No,
they're
but
doing.
I'll tell you what the funny thing is. If you own a PS4 or an Xbox One, you, on console, have every Assassin's Creed available to you come, I think, March, except the first one.
Yeah.
Because 3 is being re-released. There's the Ezio collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AC4 was was on this generation's consoles, and then there was obviously Unity and Syndicate.
Maybe that's what they're actually releasing next year.
Maybe, but
That might be cool. I'm
no,
gonna,
it's because I should explain. They've said they're not announcing an Assassin's Creed game. They're not announcing it next year. Can anyone read it?
Ubisoft is not smart, and
Oh
that
my
is
God,
true.
Look, fair.
I like our little prompts that we're getting.
It's great.
Just
Yeah.
feed the banter. No, I'm just saying, like, set in the Holy Land Like,
I love
it's
that.
a really interesting setting, and it's actually where the word assassin comes from,
Yeah, I mean, assassin comes from the Arabic word hashashin, which
which was an order in
yeah, in
Arabia
real
at the time.
life.
Yeah,
Does that
it was.
translate to assassinate?
No, they were called hashashin because they would essentially get drugged up. What would happen is
It's really interesting.
Is-
But, yeah.
now we're getting into history.
Trying to work out the assassinate.
The actual founder, what he would do is he would grab people and he would just be like, "Here, I'll take you to paradise." He'd drug them up, and then bear in mind this is when he would mostly grab Muslims, and he would take them to like a garden, and they would be able to eat bacon. They'd be able to get drunk and things like that. They would do all the stuff that they couldn't do normally.
Oh.
And then after, when they were coming off their high, he'd be like, "You know, I took you to paradise. If you die in combat for me, you'll go back there." So all these people were like, "Wow, he took me to like the best place ever," and that's how he got so many people that were almost devout to him.
And he would train them. He would train. They were a prolific order. They were extremely skilled in what
Yeah.
they did.
But
And,
the word itself, hashashin, literally means someone high of hashish. Like,
hashashin, you can hear it in the word when you pronounce it. Like if you Latinize that, it'd be
Yeah.
assassin.
I can't
Yeah,
read what it says.
okay.
Why did you use light blue?
She was not in frame. Thank you, Clint. I can see it. It's fine. We got into history for a bit, which I guess is unavoidable with Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Fair.
Firstly, I want to ask you: has Alexander the Great turned up in Odyssey?
I'm
Bec-
pretty far in, and no,
because
yeah.
Socrates is in the game, and that means that they're 2 generations away from Alexander. So I don't
There's
know
a
how they're going to get
few
in there.
different things that have come up that they're twisting stuff. So
Yeah. Well, that's the fun
and
of it.
that's
I
later
like
spoilers.
I like alternate history, and that's what I want the Assassin's Creed games to just be at this point. Just be
Yeah.
alternate history. Stop giving a fuck. You have ancient biblical weapons. Who cares? Like the Apple of Eden is a ridiculous thing. You can't
I
go-
pull out a sword and it's already flaming.
Yeah, like just
I have a flaming horse.
Yeah.
I call a flaming horse.
accept it. Accept what you are. I love the meme you sent us. I'll have to bring it up again, but like, it was Ubisoft before, which was like,
Yeah,
we
you-
removed the crossbow. So
Yeah,
to
for
keep
AC
it
one.
yeah,
And then
It's
it's
like
a picture of
the
2018 picture of literally
like the Great Serpent, like
like
Yeah, there's another one where it's
Fucking
like
Chocobo.
Bayek from AC Origins riding a chocobo from Final
Yeah.
Fantasy.
yeah like
Did you guys played Syndicate?
Not yet.
I did.
I played Syndicate. I got pretty far in. I didn't finish it.
I
Did you play the DLC?
Oh, the Jack the Ripper DLC.
Yes.
I've,
Who do you think Jack the Ripper is?
what,
Do
in,
you
in
know?
real life or
No,
in the DLC?
in the game.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
no, it's just the guy they called Jack the Lad.
No, it's the main character. It's
Oh,
Jacob, the main character. No, it is. I just played it.
Is it what?
Yeah, Jacob, the main character, was chasing Jack the Ripper. and-
What?
Lolly.
Oh my
Oh, well,
god.
thank you for the Fate reference. No, Jack the Ripper is in the game, in the DLC. If anyone doesn't know, you're essentially tracking down the case of Jack the Ripper.
Because I did a little bit of that.
Of course you are.
No, but Jacob fights him.
Yeah, Jacob fights him, and it turns out you're a mental case, and you're Jack the Ripper. And then Evie has to go and kill her brother.
What?
Well, yeah, did you not know that? That's what happens in the Syndicate
Bullshit.
DLC.
You know what?
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
look...
I need to go back and play Syndicate now.
No, hold on. I'm gonna look
Was
this.
that even canonical?
No, because I looked it up because I was watching a retrospective of Assassin's Creed, and they was talking about Syndicate. It's like, Syndicate, I didn't know this one came out. Has anyone played this game? And I can't trust this
Syndicate
game.
wasn't well received because it
Okay.
had all the Unity back.
I'm looking it up because
I
I
actually didn't worry
believe
about it.
you're not entirely correct. Hold on. Jack the Ripper is the main antagonist of the DLC. Blah 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 blah. He was a rogue assassin and the former apprentice of Jacob Fry.
Huh? What the hell was I reading then?
I don't know, but no, that. 'Cause
But that sounds like a way cooler twist. I want them to do
I
that.
want to do the other twist. I wish I was right then. Ubisoft. Come on, Odyssey DLC. Come on, me and you, Alexander, let's do this.
I was gonna say that would have been a very different story that I can picture because I remember there's a distinct fight where he literally fights Jack the Ripper.
Yeah. All I can think of is, in my explanation of the way I understood it was was that sounded more like a Far Cry plot than an Assassin's Creed
Oh
plot.
my
Yeah,
god.
actually.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good Far Cry game.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Do we have to come up with that all the time?
Look at him. He knows where the camera is. My cat's walking across the. He knows where the camera is, so he avoids it.
Both of them were
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're walking past.
pretty like
Yeah.
good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, would Peanut be as good about it?
No, God, no.
Peanut would probably be barking at both the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hell is that thing? Interesting question, and a real question I want to pose to you guys.
Here we go.
The next Assassin's Creed game, if we had to pick a setting, where would we pick?
So where do you want it?
Where do you want it?
Does that have to be somewhere it hasn't been before?
No. If you want to say
Clinton's holding up Japan.
Japan.
That's what they want.
This is China one. That's the baddest
To be
closest
fair, that
we're
was
gonna
like
get.
the 2.5D side scroller.
Actually,
Yeah, it
that'd
was.
be it was a 2.5D scroll.
Japan would be.
I got annoyed because
He looks mad when he's writing.
I reckon Russia would be pretty good.
China sucks.
Fair.
I reckon.
Russia has so much cool stuff they could do. I don't care
I
what time
do
period
you
they do.
actually know the story of Nikolai, the Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia
I've
protagonist?
heard of him. Yes.
It is such an interesting story, and I would have loved for them to make a proper Assassin's Creed where you play as Nikolai.
Also because I remember from Unity one of the really moments that wasn't died from work. Going through Paris and when that was actually all with getting shot and
Fine World War II.
yeah, that was actually really cool.
Oh.
No, I think they did that. same
If
really
I had to
well.
pick one setting, one that I actually like could be colonial Australia.
Yeah, I knew one of you would bring it up, either as a meme or as an actual thing. Colonial Australia would be interesting. What did you put up? Yes. All right then.
Like I think Japan would be.
Japan.
Japan's got to be up there.
Okay, if I were to put Japan, I would set it in the Sengoku Jidai. I wanna meet Nobunaga. I wanna do war atrocities. I want it to be the darkest thing ever.
Emu War.
Emu Wars.
Oh, God.
There we go. Finally, someone brought up.
No, we were talking about that last night. In the chat, because Jack posted a Reddit thread where people were like, "We want an Australian Assassin's Creed set in the Great Emu War."
Alright, I'm just going to explain the emu war. So, in Australia, we have these birds called emus. They're basically like ostriches on steroids.
Flightless birds.
Yeah, they're flightless birds. They can outrun your car sometimes. There was a war against them. This is a literal thing that happened. And we
I
lost.
Wish he was joking. We lost
And
to
we
the
lost.
giant birds.
We cannot.
We lost to the birds that cannot fly.
Yeah, if you go to the if you go to the wiki page, it tells you like it's an actual war wiki page, so it's got like the death count on either side.
Yeah.
Well, I think we lost like 3 men.
Brave soldiers.
Yeah, I think one of them died from like a stray bullet. One of them.
we didn't get killed by emus.
When friendly fire's on,
1,000 soldiers, 10,000 birds. Really?
it sounds like you know those games you get where it's like a battle simulator. It
Oh.
sounds like something someone made in.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like totally accurate battle simulator.
Yeah.
And
One
it's just
of-
like I put 10,000 birds against 1,000 soldiers. The
A couple of
birds
the
won.
interesting places that people have thrown up. People were really keen for a Viking one.
Oh,
That would
be
actually
cool.
be pretty cool.
That would be
so
cool.
much cool stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
The other one, I don't know how much count this got, but if you really want to have fun, go Portugal.
Portugal would be cool. I would throw up like Dark Ages Europe.
You know what's funny? If you guys played Revelations, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember how one of the mechanics in that game was Ezio would train up an assassin and then he would send them to be the assassin in like
Yeah.
another city?
Yeah.
If they had made a
Do you
game,
miss that at all? Because I missed that.
I actually
missed
do.
it.
I think it's
I-
really cool world building.
I
Yeah.
just missed having like assassins I could call on in a fight.
Yeah.
If
But-
you develop those
Which
as
you
characters,
can
they'd be
in
the
this
perfect
one, but
fucking
it's
game.
not like you've developed them. You just recruited them and whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not as fun though.
No, it's not. No, I'm agreeing with that 100%.
No, but hear me out. What if you got to play as one of the assassins Ezio trained up and sent to another city?
That would be really cool.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
would have been cool.
Now you've got. Ooh. I'm sure they went to Russia. Let's do it.
I want to play like a double agent for the Templars. Like I want to play like something interesting.
It's called
like
Rogue.
that. I know. No,
Yeah.
Rogue is you're not a double agent. You're just a fucking Templar.
True. Yeah.
Like no, I want to play like a double. I
Rogue-
want to play like a real.
Rogue is
spy
honestly
thing.
one of the most underrated games.
Yeah. Also,
such a damn good
the
story.
assassins aren't really the best at not being total fuck ups.
Yeah. No, 100%.
They killed. Apparently, canonically, the assassin order was beginning when they killed Caesar in Origins. People who have agreed in history that was kind of a bad move on their part. Poor timing.
Well, yeah, they released it exclusively for the 360 and the PS3 the same day of Unity for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Unity was set in France, yet everyone had English accents.
Oh, yeah, that was
And that bothered me
That would
more
be
than the
weird.
glitches.
My favourite, the only glitch I really had was quite funny because I was just able to walk from rooftop to rooftop
Oh my god, you never fell.
without falling.
I shall now recite some of my favorite glitches. In Assassin's Creed 3, I found it was one of the chase missions. I ran into a cart and it would clip me through the floor. This happened 20 times.
What?
I got stuck in a rock in Odyssey.
Mm.
Couldn't get out. I had to reload, save.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game where I've only encountered 2 glitches. One of them purely graphical, the other one pretty funny. One of them was I got on my horse like from an angle on a rock and I kind of like climbed onto him sideways and then clicked back into position. It just looked very funny. And the other one was I kind of ran up.
I questioned if that was actually a glitch.
Yeah, no, it was just no, because it was playing the normal animation, but I was
Okay.
just on the side of the horse.
Right.
The other one was I ran up a rock, and instead of like jumping off or falling immediately off the rock,
You just
I just kept going up the angle for a little bit
Oh.
and then fell to my death.
Okay, you
So
gotta-
that part was done by the Skyrim team who allowed you to climb mountains.
Yes, they were like the horses must have power.
No, but, does anyone remember the glitch from Red Dead Redemption 1 where people would turn into animals? Oh, sorry, animals would just be people?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I
like-
remember it.
There was, for starters, there was the old lady that turned into a snake. There was the other one that became a donkey you can ride.
Oh my
I'm being
God.
serious. There was a massive, massive glitch.
Are we sure that they aren't just animorphs? Can you prove to me that they aren't
Did
animorphs?
one of them turn into a cougar?
Yeah, no, every animal had like a unique NPC for it. Also, your cats are up to some dastardly shit.
I know they're sneaking.
They.
They opened that door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way they sleep.
Clever. Fallout 76's one of their glitches was quite interesting.
Oh, well, the one where he destroyed the game?
What about
the one where you equipped power armor and then people got stuck in their power armor, but they looked like they had no clothes on, just their underwear, and had a animal head.
What?
That actual glitch.
No, I'm trying to
Quite
figure
common.
out where in programming that would happen.
No, but there was.
What are people assigning?
Hold up, there was
They
another.
got stuck
thing.
in their power armor, but actually looked like humanoids
Hold up.
with a head.
Did you
Werewolf
guys
head.
did you guys hear about the installer for Fallout 76? How it was
No.
so buggy it wouldn't even let you uninstall a game.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's only one thing that would have made it redeemable, which is it controls your mouse. It goes to the Steam page, clicks on Skyrim and hits download.
No, yeah, you know.
God damn it, Todd, you've done it again.
Our joke is that Skyrim is overdone at this point. Please
Oh.
let it die. Please just
No,
make Elder
please.
Scrolls 6.
I mean, Blades is coming anyway. It's essentially Skyrim as mobile.
is Blades exclusively iOS?
No, it's everything.
Okay, thank God.
What's the Shadows of Tsushima? Is it Shadows of Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I looked
There's
for
been
it.
lots of weird game names. There's like Ghost Shadow stuff.
Yeah, that's all
I mean,
blended
it's
together.
it's made by Sucker Punch and it looks.
Were there
interesting.
2 games announced that took place in like very similar settings?
Oh, no,
Neo
you're thinking of
2.
Neo 2 and Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
I was going to
yeah.
say Sekiro one.
Yeah, Sekiro.
Oh, sorry, yes, Sekiro and Neo.
Yeah, and that's what I'm probably thinking of. Like,
Yeah. I was
like
like,
it's just a little
hang on a
too
minute,
close.
guys. Did we change trails?
You guys know that in Neo you play as a white guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You play as an English explorer.
The original Weeb.
You know that that's an actual historical fact.
Yeah.
An
Is
English
this
explorer.
Portuguese guy? Original?
No, he was a he was from the English. He was a
Who was
he was a trader. His boat sank off the coast of Japan. I think they were going to Japan and then
Or I
Portugal.
think Portuguese is something else.
Yeah, and then he ended up in Japan, and he ended up carrying favor with Tokugawa, the
Yeah.
shogun, and he ended up being anointed like a samurai, got a Japanese wife, and
Yeah,
got like a bit
I
of
remember
land. Like he
seeing it.
was like the
Actually-
ultimate weeb.
Yeah. No, but, I remember when Neo, the first one, came out. One of the things people were saying were like, "Oh man, this game is great. It's like Dark Souls, but in Japan." And now that Sekiro is coming out, everyone's like, I feel so bad for Neo too.
But speaking of Neo, did you know how like the name of the protagonist is William Adams? Yeah, William Adams.
Yeah.
Did you know how he was able to understand everyone in that country
In history or in the game?
in the game?
Isn't he possessed or something?
No, there's a fairy that follows him around. And
Translates
it helps.
everything?
It helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair,
listen.
yokai are pretty much like that.
It's also vice versa. They can understand him.
Like, have you ever actually looked up yokai at all? I wouldn't be surprised. Like there's yokai for everything. There's one that's just a living stone wall, and if you pay attention to it, it will grow to a massive size and crush you.
What?
What? Oh yeah. That's right.
There's a this is one of the monsters in the game. It's a monk head in the middle of a wheel that's on fire, and if you look at it, it will kill you and your entire family. And in the game, they're the
Well,
most
don't draw
fucking
so
scary.
much attention to yourself.
Yeah,
Then.
it's the most
Yeah.
scary fucking thing in the game.
Don't increase the aggro.
When you draw aggro from a mythological being.
Yeah, like the whole thing with yokai were like to explain anything, yokai exist. Like, and yokai existed for everything, so it kind of does make sense that like this kind of yokai would just come up and be like, "Hey, I translate things." Cool.
It's also funny because it's also vice versa, as I said.
Yeah.
They can understand him, but he's speaking English, and they're going. He's just going, yes, what's up? And they're going, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. I still back to
You
this.
are, bitches.
I really hope that Japan, Assassin's Creed in Japan, lets me play around with Oda Nobunaga, because there's no way they're not going to have fun with that.
Yeah.
He's going to make me burn down peaceful villages.
Alright, so because Jack said konnichiwa, bitches, Clinton is demanding from behind the camera. I tell the story that I accidentally said that to a McDonald's worker.
He told it to us in the car. It was brilliant.
No, because
Alright,
okay,
go
so
ahead.
here's what had happened. We left. So every Friday night we hang out at our mate's place. There was one night we left at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and we're heading on the way back. And I'm like, oh, let's go through Macca's, grab frozen cokes.
Fairly standard.
Now we get to the Macca's drive-through, and you know how you have the intercom thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Clinton's rolls his window down, and he's like, "Hello," and no one responds. And jokingly, I'd had a scene from Chappelle's show stuck in my head, and so I just recited the line from that. Now the line I chose was "Konnichiwa, bitches," and then immediately someone's like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And Clinton, like, we were just like, "Shit." Did they we
hear
were like,
that?
"Do you reckon they'll be offended?" And like we obviously say our order, and we pull around, and the girl that was serving us was Asian. And I really hope she didn't hear what we said.
Really hoping.
Holy shit, man. That's not a great
I
moment
was
for you.
accidentally racist for a second.
Okay. Now that we're all live, I think it's a very special time of the podcast where do you boys want to play some anime or not?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I'd like to invite Clinton. Do you want to come over here and play with us?
Didn't plan this, but okay.
No?
Yeah. Oh no, shit. We didn't plan this.
It's unscripted.
Do you think this is ever planned? We
No,
talked about what
trust me,
topics
it's
we're
not.
going to do. Alright, I'm drawing from the most recent season of anime and some bullshit I made up.
I'm not looking.
Okay,
Alright
that's
then.
why you're looking stuff up.
Yeah.
The only rule for this, Clinton, is I have to go first because I know fuck all about it.
I know. I'd probably say I should go last.
You
You're
should
away.
go
Yeah.
last.
You're
Anthony,
away.
you go
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start off.
What?
I've got a list here.
Here we go.
A man is determined
Hold
to
up,
rise...
hold up. Where's the voice?
I'm not doing Skeletor.
Oh, you gotta do a full one.
I will do Skeletor at the end. I know,
last one,
mate.
he
I
knows.
know.
He's charging it up.
Well,
But
now
I
this
gotta
is all
I've
worthless.
got to charge my super move. You can't just fire that off the bat.
Just so you know,
Can't
I'm
come
not so
early?
sure if you're
I'm a fire in my
Doesn't
accent.
matter. Doesn't matter.
A man is determined to rise to the top of organized crime and become a head gangster in order to make the world a better place. Real or not?
I want to say real, just because I would watch that shit.
That doesn't sound all crazy.
Also,
No.
that's very similar to The Godfather, where when Michael becomes the Don and he tries to pull him into legitimate business.
I'm gonna say not anime. But
You're going to go with... Alright, so I want everyone's answers. Raise your hand for yes. Raise your hand for no. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5.
okay.
What the fuck is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Bizarre Adventures.
What do you not understand about the word bizarre?
It's
A
literally
It's the
the
best.
title.
It's the best. I've used Steel Ball Run. I've used a lot of
Okay,
them.
so
Okay, at the end of this, I'm just gonna show the clip and we're gonna record his reaction.
All right, yeah, no,
So
I'm
it's
happy
all
to
right.
record some reactions and stuff after this.
yeah, all right. Okay, go.
After finally turning the age to go to high school, this young man travels to the elusive high school in the sky, where he learns to control his superpowers he's inherited from his family.
Anime.
No, that's not an anime.
It's gotta be.
Do you guys? What do you guys think?
It
I'm
sounds.
going last.
It sounds kind of.
Right? Everyone, look at me. Hands for yes.
Oh.
Hands for no.
Fuck,
That is
it's
the
just
plot. That is the
Sky
plot
High.
of Sky High.
Yeah.
I knew it. I'm like,
I was thinking this is a fucking superhero.
It sounded familiar, but yeah, I was.
No, I was wondering if I trip you guys up and you'd think it's My Hero.
No,
No.
you said Sky.
I know.
Do you think these guys know My Hero?
Of course not.
why'd you point it out? He watches more anime than me, way more.
Watching? Do you watch anime?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to watch that.
He does. Me and Jack barely.
We
Yeah.
talked with each other on Discord about that.
Oh yeah, after the Longanisa. and-
You're like the only two.
I'm that forgettable.
Watch
aren't I?
anime.
I'm that
And then-
forgettable.
Yeah, not as much.
No, I.
He watches
he
white
watches
level.
more,
He watches
actually.
white levels of
Absolutely
anime.
shit.
Shit, I'm gonna kidding.
That and also,
Okay.
you think after sitting all
I'm
this.
glad I actually prepared these lists because there's no way I'd remember
I'm
this
only
shit.
joking.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay.
Someone had to think ahead.
In this world, there's a rumor of a mysterious phenomenon called puberty syndrome. For example, a girl in a bunny suit who has retired from entertainment, being a famous actress, goes to live in her hometown. No one else can see this bunny girl except for the main character. Real or not?
That's a fucking anime fight. That sounds like that would be an anime. And that sounds like something Ethan would watch. Ethan's our mate.
I feel like it's got to be anime.
I think it's gotta be.
Gotta be.
I'm going.
Alright, raise your hands for anime. Raise your hands for not anime.
It's anime and it's a
Bunny
brand
Girl
new era
Senpai.
and
Is it
episode-
actually called Bunny Girl Senpai?
I know it's
That
called
is the shorter version of it.
Seishin Buta Yatoro wa Bunny Girl Senpai no Yume wo Manai.
Fuck it, Bunny Girl Senpai.
That's exactly why people call it Bunny Girl.
Yeah, I tried. That
And
was probably
also you are
horribly
cor-
pronounced.
Entirely correct because I told him about it and he watched it and loved it.
I know my mates too well.
Alright, we ready for the next round?
And also that was if the synopsises are too long, they know it's anime.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
A great king who has all the wealth in the world but treats his subjects extremely cruelly. Whoops, sorry, I've read this completely wrong. A famous king. Then?
You need thicker glasses,
I
man.
know. It's not for reading, they're for distance.
So
Why are you wearing them to read then?
Aesthetics.
So do you want a pipe?
Yes. Of course I do.
I don't have a pipe.
Why would you offer?
Next time.
A great king whose treasury contains all the riches of the world and was born from the god's flesh has now met his equal. They go through many adventures together and slay the great giants and great heavenly beasts of the land. He then embarks on a quest to find the search to eternal life.
That's tough.
That's either anime or the fucking Bible.
Oh my god!
I don't remember dragons.
I'm gonna say no because I can't imagine the protagonist of the anime being someone who treats their servants poorly. It would be one of the servants if that was the case, who rises up and like starts a rebellion or some shit.
Maybe he said that, but he hasn't mentioned that. But that's what happens. I'm gonna go anime.
Anime? I think I've stumped him on this one.
Yeah, you have because did you say he treats his servants poorly?
Treats his servants and people cruelly.
Cruelly.
Oh, damn.
Cruelty! I treat them cruelty.
How dare they? He was also not good at the English.
No, he was not.
This is what happens when you
Can I
when you
take a
cover badly.
You gonna take a gamble?
No, because
Fucking
I
friend.
just want to take a shot at the name. If I can guess the name, then I'll
Alright then,
see.
have a go.
Just because.
Dragon Ball Z.
I'm gonna fucking laugh at this Matthew like passage something.
Just like that is the Book of Exodus.
John 10:11.
Overlord?
Huh?
Overlord?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
then there might be something else.
Hands up for anime. Hands up for not anime. That is the Epic of Gilgamesh, the earliest piece of fiction ever
Oh
written.
my
That's
god!
what I thought. I was just
Holy!
going. 'Cause
I
that
just
sounds
finished.
familiar.
I just finished reading it. It's
Yeah,
very
that-
strange.
The reason I said
I've
it is
heard
because
that, yeah.
guy that has everything is Momonga.
Yeah,
from
you read Fate. You're like, that's ringing some golden bells.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I just thought it's cruelty. It's just going like, as soon as he said
Should've
treasury that
realized
has everything, it's going like it's either Overlord or it's Fable.
Fatal.
Is Gilgamesh the actual hero in that, or is
Yes.
he the? Is he the
Yes.
king?
Yeah, no, he's the hero.
He's the hero king
You
that
have to
learns
remember-
about friendship.
Yeah, no, basically, the gods send the beastman Enkidu down, who's basically made of clay, and he was supposed to be Gilgamesh's equal.
Right.
And
He's
the
the
first ever
first to
bromance
ally.
happens, and then the fertility god, because Gilgamesh rejected her love advances, kills Enkidu in vengeance, and he goes on a quest for immortality because he's afraid of death now. It's actually an incredibly interesting story because
My,
he
He's a
fails.
demigod as well.
My interaction with Gilgamesh is on Empire Earth's world editor.
Yeah. No, one of the interesting things about that story is he actually fails.
Yeah.
Like he fails his quest. He gets really close, and then he gets really close, and then he ends up fucking himself over because he falls asleep when he's not supposed to, and then he gets it anyway. He gets a fruit that gets him immortality. He takes a bath, and a snake takes the fruit, and he can never become immortal. He just returns to his town and becomes a great king.
I know Gilgamesh is a part of that tower, but every time I hear his name, I always think the Final Fantasy one.
Yeah, I always think Fate, which
Fate.
is actually a pretty good interpretation of Gilgamesh. To be fair,
Yes.
that's pretty much how he was before Enkidu.
Yes. Was a giant and is a giant douche.
Yeah, he is a giant douche.
And it's game related because fake grand order.
Fate granddaughter.
All right, let me try one. Except mine's going to be video game or not.
All right, video game or
Alright.
not, I'm
Okay.
happy to play.
I've got other plans now.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah?
Skyrim or not.
Here we go.
Skyrim or not.
Yes,
Okay,
we'll
as
play
soon
these
as
games.
Skyrim or not, I'm walking over there because I haven't played it.
No, I haven't got it on top of my head, but I've got
All right,
ideas
here
now.
we go. A professional basketball team goes through the history ranks fighting some of the... Sorry, not fighting, but playing games against some of the best teams that have ever existed. Is that an anime or not? Fucking video game or not?
I'm sure it's actually yeah. it
All
is an
before
anime.
fighting,
Kuroko
all
no
before,
basketball.
all before playing against, hold on, all before playing against aliens. Video game or not?
Wait,
No,
what?
it's Space Jam.
That was my thinking.
Yeah.
They play against the best teams in history, and then end up playing against aliens.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with that's a game.
That sounds like a game.
It does sound like
It
a game.
reminds me of the Futurama
Is that
episode.
NBA
but I'm
Street
pretty
Jam?
sure
And if it's
an
not, if it's
actual-
not a game, you should make it.
It did. It
Is it-
incorporated Looney Tunes and it was.
It's Space Jam.
Is it a game or not?
Game.
Totally a
I'm gonna
game.
go with game.
game.
No.
Three of you were right. It's actually NBA Jam 2004.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought NBA Jam.
In the-
Oh,
I'm
what
being
did I
serious.
say, Jen?
Huh?
What did I say, Jen?
You said NBA Street.
Oh, okay. Damn. I was close.
You were close. I thought you would get it.
No, I'm kind of interested in what Skyrim or not entails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
Skyrim,
I'm
Alright.
no,
Back
I've
when-
got enough. I need,
Bye,
You
Clinton.
need more time?
I need prep, but I have ideas now.
All right. So while Jack preps Skyrim or not, there was one question I brought up to you guys, and I
Alright.
said since we're actually recording this properly now, at least for this episode, I wanted to talk about something personal, which is what got you started in games.
What got me started in games or game design?
No, games.
Games in general.
Like what sparked it?
Me, it's a very personal thing, but I guess I can say it on the podcast. I was really young at the time, really young. My earliest memories and when I was like really happy, and that was when me and my dad were playing Mario 64. Like, I just remember not being able to beat Bowser back then. He would come and help me in that. Like, it was just like a real bonding moment with me and my dad. So that's what got me into really enjoying video games.
I would disown you if you couldn't beat Bowser. No, I'm kidding.
I was like 5 or something. Like,
Step up, rookie.
Yeah, step up, rookie. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
I
that's
thought you
all
were gonna
got.
like elaborate more on that.
No.
All right. What about you? Yeah.
Alright. So basically, me and my mom and dad, we lived up in an apartment in, I think either Ferry Meadow or Adapter apartment. So they owned a SNES, and we bought a bunch of games from the video store, and one of the games was Star Fox or Star Wing over here. So basically, my parents started playing it, and I was going, oh, like my 4-year-old eyes was going, oh, what the fuck is that? And years later, I ended up playing it, and I'm going, this is a fucking amazing game. And I played it, like, I wasn't good at it, of course. I, like, died in Canario. I was that bad. I did enjoy my time with it, but after that, I was bought either a PS2 or an Xbox, and that's how I moved forward in gaming. I was bought, like, movie games and all that, but I didn't encounter, like, KH2 and all. But that's basically me moving forward.
Alright, Jack, you want to go?
So, I don't actually remember 100% of how I first got in. One of the first things I remember doing was watching my mum play Age of Empires
Oh.
too, and then getting into that. I think that was my first experience. I'm short on timeline details, but then I know we got PlayStation 2 for Christmas, and that just everything from that just launched everything.
PS2.
And one of the first things I remember playing, one of my fondest memories, is playing Road Rage with my siblings.
I think the PS2 is probably one of the best consoles to like get into video games for.
Yeah.
It's just quality and there's just variety.
Yeah.
Now, Jack, I'm gonna need you to do Skyrim or not because I'm about to get real mad.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to go.
Oh man, I didn't
No,
even
go.
notice, but no. Go ahead.
No, for me, I got into games because I had an older cousin.
Yeah.
And when I was about 5 years old, I used to always watch him play games, and I just sort of developed a love for it. And my parents got me a PS2
Right.
back in about, I think it was like late 02 or early 03. And like growing up, I got bullied a lot through school, primary and high school. I used to always just sort of retreat and go back and play games, and games were always just like what I would turn to help me like deal with shit. And like that's why they've been such a massive part of my life.
Yeah. No, I think that could be said for all of us. Like, games are just great escapism. Like, there's no harm in them. You can just for a minute be someone else and do something amazing.
Yeah. Now,
Jack, you've run out of time. Are you ready?
I can do 2 of them for you.
Do you need time? Because I can probably get us going.
Sorry, I've got 2.
All right. We'll do that because the topic that I'm going to go to, you and me are probably going to get mad.
A group of warlisters has murdered adventurer after adventurer and is led by Lord Tusk. Skyrim encounter or not?
No.
I'm going to say yes just because I want that to be an encounter in Skyrim.
It sounds like
Played
a labor.
Skyrim.
That is a labor of
I finished
Hercules.
Skyrim, but I'm gonna say yeah.
Actual encounter.
Yes!
Led by Lord Tusk.
Lord Tusk?
Lord Tusk, and there are bodies all over the island.
Yeah, boy.
People have warning notes, everything going, you have to leave this place.
Run.
Basically.
Alright, do you?
Here we go,
Do
number
your
2.
second one.
The adventurer's mother is killed by a monster entering a village. Goes after the monster, kills them, then later becomes king. Then has to go and slay a dragon. Real or not?
It's not Skyrim.
Not Skyrim.
That's not Skyrim.
Glitch!
That sounds
Story
like...
of Beowulf.
That is the story of Beowulf.
No.
Yeah, that is Beowulf, except from the perspective of Grendel's mum for some reason, but...
Yeah.
That is from the perspective of Grendel's mum. A guy came and killed my son, and then I went to kill him, and he killed me, and then became king.
Alright, I got one more, right?
No, hold on. Wait, what's your thing?
It's game or not.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm getting mad.
Okay.
My blood's boiling.
Man
Okay.
seeks redemption to make up for mistakes he made, which cost him the lives of his team members. In return, only one is alive, and he does whatever he can to help him become the man that he wanted to be.
No.
I feel like the video game. I'm just trying to work out what.
Spec Ops.
That means
Spec
it's
Ops?
It's a game.
That's not the story of Spec Ops.
No,
Or it's
about-
game.
That was a
So
PTSD.
you say game, you say no.
No, not game.
Yeah?
game.
It's part of the story for Bulletstorm.
I'm in the perfect mood now, because Fortnite was Game of the Year.
Oh, that is something we do have to discuss.
Yeah, watch all their faces drop.
So,
Well, there goes my enjoyment.
Fortnite was named Game of the Year for some reason, and we're not entirely sure why.
By who, though? Was it? I think it was Golden Joystick Awards. Was it?
Yeah, Golden Joystick.
It's not even a complete game.
What
I mean,
does
The game
that?
hasn't fully been released.
Fortnite is supposedly getting a story mode.
no,
Oh.
it's already got a story mode.
No, it's not finished, is it?
Like, is it the base of it is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where it's about surviving the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, story. Fuck me. It's just not deserving of it.
I mean,
For me, there's
What's- What
there's at least
PvE?
PvE. All
I don't
right,
think
let's just name other potential game of the year.
Red Dead 2,
God of War.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Dragon
God
Quest
of
11.
War, Dragon
Spider-Man.
Quest 11, Spider-Man.
Ni no Kuni 2.
Ni no Kuni 2 came out this year. A lot of games came out this year, and that's not even taking into account the indie market.
To me, the two games I would want
Smash
to see.
is not out.
Fucking Smash is not out yet.
In a
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
But it's in this
Smash
year.
isn't out.
Yeah.
It's in this
Yeah.
year.
But for me, I think the
What
two.
what defines game of the year?
I was about to ask this. What do we look for when we look for game of the
I guess
year?
just
Is
the-
it just popularity? Because
No,
I could understand that.
I would say this is the thing. I think everyone's game of the year, like it can differ from person to person because there's no set criteria for it. This is my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I think a game of the year is dependent on what game gave you the best overall experience that
Yeah.
you're going to
Yeah.
remember and have
I
fond
think
memories of.
official game of the year is hard to do because you would need a direct. You'd need direct criteria.
yeah.
But Fortnite, I could only see winning the fact that it was popular.
And yeah, fine, it's got fine mechanics and everything, but when you have something like God of War, which is great story, great mechanics, just beautiful game.
God of War was just phenomenal.
Red Dead, which is already being classed as by so many people as a game of a generation.
Yeah, it's a perfect sequel in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Perfect
Spider-
sequel / prequel.
Spider-Man, literally by most people announced as the best
Superhero game.
superhero game they've ever played.
And that's only 3. There were other games.
Fortnite is the best battle royale game I've ever played.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
I've
no
never
issue
played
with
it.
that, but
But-
it's not the best game of the year.
No, it's
I
really
don't.
not.
I don't go. Oh my god.
Okay,
Do you remember that?
so the reason I personally disqualify Fortnite from that is a few reasons. All right, number one, the beta was playable last year. Battle Royale was playable in late 2017. Number two, the game is still in beta.
Yeah.
You don't know what the final release is going to be like. I personally don't.
PUBG won heaps of awards too when it was still in beta.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I'm-
Look, I don't agree with that.
See, I don't like games that stay in beta for fucking eons. It annoys me
because
I
they're
just want-
released.
Yeah, because they've released. It's personally not what I want to see. I'm not saying that it's wrong or it's right or whatever, but it's personally
think-
not.
I actually
I don't think
like
they're-
it.
I don't like
You
indefinite
like it?
beta.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Vincent just
We have a
slipped
message
Jackie's phone.
from. We have the message from
So
beyond.
Clinton has said the best superhero game is Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and that I'm wrong.
Really? All right.
I love how we're talking about superhero games and it was Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Spider-Man. No one's going to mention Arkham City.
No one's gonna mention Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's got superheroes, isn't it?
Infamous.
Actually, you know what? You're all wrong because even though it's not canon,
True.
the best superhero game is Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. I still can't believe that was the thing.
The best superhero game
Get
is
out
every
of
Dragon
Josh's
Ball
house.
game. Get out of my house.
Remove self.
Dragon Ball Fighters is the best superhero game.
Can you count that as a superhero game?
Do they save the world? Are they righteous? Do they save people? All of these questions answered with yes. So superhero.
Not the canon.
Superhero or not now?
Yeah, they do. Goku fucking saves people.
He saves people, but he doesn't have the intentions to.
Look, he's saving people arbitrarily. He's
All
like,
right, all right.
I don't really want everyone
Let's
to
do
die.
one round of superhero or not.
All right, superhero.
Oh
Oh wow.
We're just gonna
Okay.
have a superhero or not podcast.
Okay, here we go. Let me think of one. Alright. A man is being graded on how well he performs in his field as a soldier. And that will determine whether he has the ability to survive or die on the harsh land that he's on. Superhero or not.
Isn't that Captain America? No, I know. It's almost Captain America.
But does that sound like a superhero origin story or not?
It does?
No.
You say no, what do you say?
Nay.
To me, it sounds like a video game.
Yes.
Yeah.
You say yes. The character's name is Grayson Hunt. He is the main character of Bulletstorm. Clinton's just laughing. I'm just gonna keep mentioning Bulletstorm every chance I get, just to annoy you.
So we're going to talk about the fact that Sans from Undertale apparently fucked her mum.
What?
Apparently it's canon. If you go and talk to him in Deltarune, it's a weird time paradox thing going on, so he doesn't know who you are, but he's like, oh, hey, I'm new in town and that.
Yeah.
Why would I know you? I befriended your mum last night.
Jesus
So I was
Christ.
just like,
Jeez.
did you fuck my mum, Sans?
God damn.
Did you use a protector?
They gave her a bone, if you know what I mean. He took a picture of that because of the size.
That's my superhero.
Yeah, it's my
power.
superhero
Hey.
power. Hey. I'm sorry if you can hear subtle Smash
know
Bros
what?
music.
You know what's funny? So because you know
Nah,
how all the
I'll show you
characters in
why, it's
Undertale are
very
fonts?
Yeah, the skeletons are.
Yeah. But like, can you imagine Sans like insulting someone? Yeah, I gave it to your mum in bold and italics.
I'm sure he would too. That's his character.
Oh my god.
He totally would.
Underlying.
And underlined. She complained that it was a size 72.
3 times New Roman.
Oh my god.
So Anth, you can finally be happy. It's done.
What?
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's gone gold.
It's gone gold.
It's gone
about-
gold.
About time. I was worried about that.
Kingdom Hearts has been delayed for another further 5 years.
No. Don't
Fuck you,
dare.
Fuck
Don't
you,
you
eh?
dare.
It will no.
They-
It cannot be delayed at this point.
Square
basically.
Enix have announced that they've cancelled at least 5 worlds that you were going to visit in Kingdom Hearts. They will be paid DLC.
We got rid of the Frozen world.
There'll be
Let it go.
there'll be saves for Kingdom Hearts 3.5 and 3.8.
Speaking of DLC,
No, apparently Kingdom Hearts 3 has been confirmed to be the end.
Of Sora's story.
Of Sora's story at
Yeah.
least.
no.
But that's what every
I
game's
thought,
been
I
about.
thought we
That's-
heard about
that's-
that ages ago.
That's
No, we did.
incorrect. That's incorrect. It's still going to be Sora's story, but it's just going to be the end of Xehanort's story.
Sora and Kari's kid.
There was a
Oh,
I
you're
think
shipping
that
up in here? Are we shipping up in here?
I hope
What is that
happens.
Overwatch ship that I heard
You
today?
don't
Pharmacy?
need to ship that.
Oh my god.
It's so confirmed.
You should have been.
Farrah and Mercy, apparently the ship name is Pharmacy, and I ship that
You
for
didn't
its
know
name
that?
alone. Yeah.
He doesn't play
I don't
Overwatch.
play Overwatch and I don't keep up with the ships, which is odd for me, because I am trash.
I feel like you should have just known that.
It's just
What a-
general knowledge.
Yeah.
It's on the Australian citizenship exam.
I thought Mercy Genji was the ship that everyone was going for, but Pharmacy is a way better name, and therefore was the best ship.
Also, it makes a lot of sense because it's like healing, and she's throwing drugs at you.
Yeah.
What?
And you know, Farrah's like a healer. She wants to save me to death
Yeah, no.
by firing death from
What's
above.
Clemson's
Boruto Kingdom Hearts Next Generation.
Why do I have a feeling
Dude, why
that's
can't we
actually
get?
going
Why
to-
can't we get something about Sora's dad?
He's probably dead.
No, fuck.
Well, there is there is
Right, that
Maybe-
went dark.
Maybe it's Riku.
Maybe it's
there
Rick.
is his mom. You know, the dinner thing.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 should end with Sora going back for dinner.
Oh my
I'll
god.
That
go
is
around.
how it should end.
Could you imagine his plate by now? It's like all moldy and shit.
Okay.
What would his parents just assume he's dead at this point?
Well, we don't know because
What if? It was,
No, this is my thing. I'm like, in canon, what would it be?
To be fair, I think they would just think he's
If I
dead.
don't-
hang on. I feel like what would happen in Kingdom Hearts is it would be like a Chronicles of Narnia thing where he comes back and like barely
no
any time has
has
passed.
passed at all.
Oh,
what if his dad
no.
actually was a Final Fantasy character, not Cloud, but he has a resemblance to Bart?
That's one of Bart's. Wow, that'd
Yeah.
be interesting. That's one of the things about Chronicles of Narnia that was weird. It's like they grew up, they had an entire life inside the closet, like the end of the movie. Like they were all adults.
Yeah.
And they came back through the closet. So,
And
my
no one
question,
freaked out.
would they not be children with the intelligence of adults now?
Theoretically.
Stop poking holes in C.S. Lewis's works.
Is that C.S. Lewis?
Yeah, no, it's not C.S. Lewis. I completely forgot who wrote.
Alice in Wonderland is.
Honestly, the epic
Lewis.
movie freaking variation of it is a better written
Oh,
version.
I don't know why I said C.S. Lewis. I'm gonna actually look up who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia.
That's how we're going to end off our podcast.
Oh god.
And then after that, we will be recording Charbel looking at weird anime clips.
Yay!
It is written by C.S. Lewis.
Is it written by C.S. Lewis?
I swear to God.
What?
The Chronicles of Narnia is a series of 7 fantasy novels by C.S. Lewis.
Wow.
Sharps was actually intelligent.
I know you caught me. I thought I would know that.
And in the words of Jeremy Clarkson, on that bombshell, it's time to end.
This has been the Safe File Podcast. Joining us today has been Jack,
What up?
Anth,
Hey, what up?
Charbel.
What's going on?
Clinton, you want to put your head in the camera for a second? Oh, where you going? There we go. And thank you very much for watching our live episode. Hopefully we can do these every so often. I think that every time we have a big milestone, we might do this. So
Yeah.
look forward to episode 50. All right, see you guys later. Signing off.
Signing
Signing
off.
off.
Did you just dab?
I didn't.
No.
And gone.
Okay. There is video evidence of you doing that.